Hi, fellow counselors. Well, actually, I should say helpful counselors. And why do I say that? Because I know there's some times that we don't really feel that helpful. We might feel like, why are we even doing this? Today was the worst day possible. Maybe you had a parent call you and wonder why you're not meeting with their kid every week, and they just don't understand that that's what we don't do. Maybe there was a teacher that really wanted you to do something with a kid. Maybe they referred a kid to you because of behavior problems and didn't quite realize that once again that's not what we do. One important part for us school counselors is to actually advocate on how we actually help kids, but we also need to think about how we help ourselves. How do we help ourselves keep the mind frame to be on point where we can actually help others? And I actually heard someone say that nobody likes a depressed counselor. But we're all human, and there's times in our life where, I don't know, for me, kind of felt like, am I a fraud? How can I be struggling with depression, grief, anxiety, just wondering if I'm good enough, and am I in the right field? Should I be doing this? I've been in the field since 1998, helping kids with all kinds of different things, and I felt this from time to time. I've even felt this as recently as last year. We all have our moments, and that brings me to why I'm doing this video, because I want you to know that you are a helpful counselor, even on your worst days. And it's hard to know. It's hard to realize, yes, we are making a difference. I am often reminded about this at the end of the year when a fellow teacher friend of mine has her students write letters to the people that made a difference in their life, in their elementary career. When they're in 5th grade, getting ready to go to middle school, they reflect on who the people are that meant the most to them. And I am often humbled when I get letters from kids that I helped maybe in 2nd grade, 1st grade, maybe they were a new student and the only thing that I did or interacted one-on-one or in a group setting was my new student groups. Or maybe something I said really helped them out in my classroom presentation. It doesn't have to be your frequent flyers or ones that you see all the time. Everything we do makes a difference. One of my fabulous mentors when I was learning how to be a school counselor told me to try to smile at everybody I saw at work. And of course, I tried to extend this into my personal life. But you never know when the last time someone received a smile, someone received a little microcosm of attention to let them know that, yes, I'm here and yes, I matter. But us as school counselors, we matter too. And how do we remember that? Well, if you read my blog, you might have stumbled upon my Smile File post that I have. And this is another tip that I got from my fabulous mentor, where you just take a manila envelope and you label it Smile File. I know, it's really technical. I mean, check that out. And please don't be jealous of my drawing ability. I know, maybe I should have gone into art design or something like that. But inside, I keep all my notes that I have gotten, and I have them for now 10 years of pictures of kids that have drawn either them and myself, or maybe just a bunch of hearts or something. I don't know how many notes that say, best counselor ever, or thank you. And so when I get down, I just pull that out and I think, at this moment, maybe not right now in my life, but maybe a while ago, maybe years ago, something happened that was worthwhile, that my time was not wasted. I did not waste their time. They saw something of value. And we often forget that when we're dealing with some of the challenges that we deal with. We deal with incarcerated parents. We deal with parents that have passed away. We deal with kids that have passed away. We deal with tough stuff. And sometimes, we want to remove that from them, but there's no possible way that we can. All we can do is help kids to be able to cope with that and to strengthen themselves and to be able at one point to not need us anymore. So sometimes I even take a look at my kids that refer themselves a lot, and if I don't start seeing them, I might pop out on the playground and say, hey, how's it going? And they give me a big thumbs up and they run away with their friends. And ultimately, isn't that what we want? Don't we want them to not need us? Don't we want them to have the skill set to be able to solve problems, to be able to be confident and to take risks without us? So even when I don't see my kids, I take that as a sign that I am doing something pretty cool and something that is worthwhile. And I'd just like to pop in that as a counselor, I cover 3 buildings and 1,500 kids. And there's no way I can possibly give my kids that need the attention that they need. But they're getting something. They're getting affirmation. They're getting skills that they can take later and do something with. And because I'm not there, it actually benefits them because they can't come to me right after recess and fill me in on the thing that bothers them the most. And certainly with the girl drama, that's kind of the most frequent thing I see is they want to file in and they want to sort of air their grievances of who did what to them and what their BFF did, and then we sit for a while and then next thing you know they're BFFs again, and hopefully they stay BFFs, but maybe they need to see you for a few more minutes. Another thing that we need to keep in mind is that we need to do some self-care even when we're at home. We need to value ourselves and value the time and attention that we get from our own kids or from our spouse or for our special loved one. Even my mom loves to call and say what it is she appreciates about me. So I make it a pointed effort to call the people that matter to me the most and say, thank you, I appreciate everything you've done for me. And even though it's for them, in a way it reminds me of how far that I've come. And that's another story for another day. But one thing that I do at home is I kind of have my own smile file, but it's not an actual file. It's actually a box. And I'm actually on my 3rd one. I have 3 kids and a very loving husband that like to leave me notes or cards or pictures. And I've collected these over the years. And when I'm feeling down after work and I come home and I'm just exhausted emotionally because I gave it all at work, it's hard to think, are they getting what they need? So I actually found this box for $1.50 at Joann's, and I mean, come on, can you not get a better box than this? It's just a simple shoe box and has a lid, can fit underneath my bed or above a cupboard in my office, just sort of depending on when I'm using it